It's Workout Wednesday, and we are headed to the gym to have a little chat with our pal, Dr. Jed Ballard.
Right, this time we are learning things you can do now that will make your retirement years better.
All right, back in the gym with Dr. Jed. We're not working out this time, everybody. Actually, we need to discuss some stuff too. Working out, everybody wants to be fit.
Absolutely.
They may be thinking short term and not long term. So let's talk longevity here to stay fit and what kind of exercises you need to do for that.
Absolutely. So a lot of people kind of make the connection between cardio and living longer, decreased blood pressure, things like that. But people tend to kind of neglect the importance of weight training as you get older. And the important part about that is maintaining a life you want. So when you're talking about, we call them ADLs in the hospital, activities of daily living. As we get older, the unfortunate truth is we all are gonna lose strength, but the stronger you are at 40, as you're going downhill, the stronger you're gonna remain at 80. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So you really kind of gotta think about things you might wanna do at 80 and train to that level. For example, it might be a goal of yours to be able to grab a 30-pound grandkid when you're 80 and lift them up. If you can't grab a 60 or 80-pound dumbbell and lift it up at 40, probably not gonna hold that kid when you're 80.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So it's kind of the more you can build yourself when you're a little bit younger, it's easier to put on muscle, easier to put on strength as you're younger. So get that reserve, so as you're going downhill, I don't like that reality either, I've just accepted it, that you maintain enough strength to still do this thing you want.
Now, are there different exercises, say, male versus female, if you're trying to maintain?
Sure, no, that's an absolutely great question. And honestly, I think it's more about what your desires are than your gender in that state. So for example, if hiking is very important to you, you need to keep that leg muscle strong so that you're still able to walk up. If you can't make it upstairs easy, a mountain's probably out of the question. So that's more of an activity than a gender type situation. Some people really, if they can sit and watch football, they're kind of good with that. And your training doesn't need to be as high. If that's gonna be your goal at 80, you can sit in a chair, maintain some core so you can at least sit upright and look good, but you don't need as much training if your goal is gonna be hiking.
I'm a pro.
So we are talking about exercises, but now let's talk about diet. As you age, should you be taking more protein, for example? Or how should we keep our diet as we age?
I'm glad you asked. Older people actually need more protein than people in that middle age range. Common kind of mistake people are making is a lot of people as they get older, especially males that live alone, they're eating kind of soup and TV dinners. But what happens is a number of things. One is you're old, your body's breaking down faster. So you actually need more of those essential amino acids because you're having higher cell turnover. So super important there. It'll maintain your strength better, maintain your body composition better. And then the other thing that's pretty important with it, occasionally we see people in the hospital with a lot of swelling, and that comes from different reasons, kidneys, heart, but one of them is just low protein, where your protein holds fluid inside your vessels. And what happens if your protein's too low, you just kind of seep fluid out. And then having that extra fluid on you is really uncomfortable. People are real painful with it, they don't like how it looks. So very important to eat the protein as you get older.
Okay. Yes, exactly. Any last notes of wisdom here for it?
Absolutely. So balance as you age is key. Again, be thinking of the stuff you might want to do as you get older. Do I want to be able to carry my groceries up the stairs, etc.? So your training program should hit aspects kind of around the board. So any sort of balance / coordination training, super important. Like yoga is great across the board. Strength training, super important. And working in that cardio as well. Because if you're super strong, but you can't breathe to get up from your couch to your fridge and back, quality of life still goes down. So really kind of work all three of those in, and you're gonna live a lot better as you age.
So if someone in their 60s, if they're watching us right now and said, oh my gosh, is it too late for me to start?
Absolutely not. And honestly, I would even move that out. If there's someone in their 90s, still not too late to start. Earlier is better, but there's absolutely no spot that's too late. You just need to come and do it kind of slow, make sure you're doing it safe. Especially as you're older, I'd recommend kind of a trainer or someone with a little experience, if that's very new to you.
All right. Workout not to live, workout to last.
Ooh, I like that.
Is the I'm going to copyright that now. Great tips. Dr. Jed, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. Take care, y'all.